All right, here we go. Welcome to another QVA, question, video, answer. You ask the questions, and I sit here and do the answers on video. I'm no lighting expert, okay, but I've been trying the last couple of times I've done this to get the lighting right. I may have to choose a different spot because the lighting's always been kind of funky. So hopefully this is a little bit better. I've got a lamp now right here. I've got windows over here, and you can see I've got one behind me too. So it's just kind of hard to get. Maybe I need to bring in a lighting expert or something. But anyway, let's get right into the questions. Lisa asks, if a tornado is heading right for the station, do you take cover or stay on the air to warn people? It's a good question. It's very situational. Fortunately, it's never happened since I've been there, although there have been times when other people have taken cover, not necessarily from directly impacting tornadoes. But my guess is, and I'm not even sure what the station policy is, I think the station usually leans towards employee safety first. So probably stay on as long as you safely can. And then at a certain point, yeah, just go ahead and say, look, I got to take cover, be safe, and then get to the storm areas in our building. That's what I would do anyway. I would stay on for as long as I possibly could. Because our studio isn't, if you've ever been in it, it's like a garage. It's thick brick all the way up. But I think if a strong enough tornado went over, it would tear the roof off and suck everything out. So it's just not really a safe environment to go through a tornado. So I wouldn't stay in the studio. I don't think, situationally depending, but probably most of the time I would go ahead and take cover. I would stay on as long as I could, though. Mike, would you rather be the top meteorologist in your field or have mad cow disease? I'd like to give mad cow disease a shot. Brenda, if you could travel with a pro storm chaser for, let's say, a month, would you do it? Maybe. Stay with them during and in the midst of an actual tornado. I absolutely would do that. I know there's been a lot of things with the three guys that passed away in the tornadoes in the last couple of weeks that were storm chasers. Those were actually hardcore researchers, and the work of at least a couple of those guys has helped us understand more about tornadoes. So it's actually important. What I would not do is support really the tourist storm chasing. And that's kind of flooded those situations. I've never been out in Tornado Alley per se, but I've just heard that, you just want to stay out of the researcher's way. But I would absolutely, if it was research, I would absolutely go out and do it. Absolutely. Carrie, I was wondering that too, Lisa. Oh, about the tornado headed for the station. Okay, cool. We covered that. Chris, if you had a choice to work at the Weather Channel or any city station, which would you do? I probably wouldn't go to the Weather Channel. First of all, I've heard they don't get paid a lot, so there was that concern. But also, there are a few cities that I wouldn't mind working at before I'm done. I don't know if I'll ever actually get up and do it, I haven't really tried to leave where I am now, so I don't know. Yeah, I would probably choose another station in a different city before I'd go to the Weather Channel. Just my personal preference. Connie, do approaching storms excite you as much as they do me? Well, I don't know how much they excite you, Connie, but yeah, I get a little weather geeky once in a while, not too much, but when we have storms coming in, I'll go out on the back deck and, once I make sure what kind of a situation it is, I'll go in the back and watch storms or, kind of hop around the house looking out the windows, oohing and on. And once in a while when I'm working, I don't get to deal with much severe weather, early in the morning. But once in a while when I do, it might feel exciting, but I always try and, temper that, especially if I'm on the air covering storms because, when a bad storm's whipping through, hey man, that's somebody's house. So you can't get excited about that. Eric, just wanted to let you know Mediacom finally got their head out of their boot and figured out that they had taken the local weather channel off here in Jacksonville. We finally have it back. Good deal. Good deal. Chris, do you think Jim Cantore off the Weather Channel is awesome? I don't know. He does his thing. He's good at it, obviously. That's cool. I've never really watched him, actually. Not much. Besides JC, who is your favorite weatherman on television, excluding all WAND personalities? I don't watch a lot when I'm not working. I don't watch a lot of other weather people. I like Al Roker. He's funny. I like watching JC during severe weather because he's just got, I don't know, it's amazing actually. He's from Bethany, I'm from Mattoon, so we're kind of from similar areas, and we've actually traveled a lot of the same back roads over the days. He's just he's almost like Rain Man, count over in the corner counting toothpicks, the way he can remember back roads and streets and things. He's better at it than I am by far, and I like watching his severe weather coverage. Not necessarily because he's perfect and all that, nobody is, but I just dig when he starts breaking out the back roads. I just like it. It's just my taste. Um, yeah, JC's really good. I don't know that I necessarily have a favorite weather person. Um, I have some friends around the country that do it, and I like all of them. I'll watch them if I get a chance. If I'm traveling, I'll tune in a little bit just to see the local people. Usually it's kind of frustrating, though, because it's more of like they got to work here and I can't get a sniff. What's that about? But I wouldn't, Tom Skilling knows more about weather than God. That's a joke I always make, but I don't really care necessarily to watch him on air because I think he's kind of dry and too weathery for my taste. In case you haven't noticed, I like to keep things, short, sweet, simple. Tell me what to wear, what's it going to do later, and get on with our lives. I don't really break down the real weather geek stuff too much. Once in a while I do, but that's just my style. So I don't know that I actually have a favorite. Leslie, what are your plans for the weekend? I don't have many plans right now. Beautiful Bride is going to be working a lot, so I'm kind of flying solo a lot, at least during the day. So I don't know. Tonight I'll try to stay up. I'll probably fall asleep at 6:30 or 7. Tomorrow probably the same thing. No real plans though. Nothing this weekend. It's just kind of nice to chill out. Tammy, have you ever seen an EF5? Got to get used to the new scale that came out a few years ago. EF5 tornado. No, I've never actually in person seen any tornado. I think I've been close to one, but here you go out and the tornadoes are rain wrapped. We don't get too much of a chance to see nice clear shots. I've dreamt about them a lot though. Michaela, oh Mick, and this is one of the last questions? Not really a question. You might inspire me. I wonder if a mere reporter can have success doing this. Oh, Michaela, we've known each other for almost 15 years. Holy cow, you are getting old. I don't. Since we've known each other for so long, you know that I don't throw around flattery, hollow flattery. But my guess is, Michaela, that, and by this way, this is Michaela Hunt, former Decatur resident and one of my former coworkers. Michaela, I think you are pretty much going to have success at whatever you try. I think if you did this, it would be fantastic. I think whatever you try will be fantastic. I've often told people that you're one of the few people that I actually will admit that is smarter than me. So I think you should try it. I'll even ask you a question for your QVA. I think you should, honestly. I think you should try it. It would be great, I think, if you do it. So, and let's see. The final comment is from Faye. I think you are hot. Well, Faye, I think you are smoking hot. All right, that's it for this QVA. Thanks for the questions. Just kind of an impromptu. I didn't have much going on today, so I thought, let's see if I want to do a QVA. By the way, I hope you caught the hangout that we did yesterday on Google+, Mark Rivera and myself. Pardon the grammar on that one. I think we're going to try and do that at least maybe every other week or so and kind of make it a more common thing. So stay tuned for those. And if you need help figuring out how to watch those, we can help you, walk you through it. Shoot us an email or hit us up on Facebook or Google Plus or Twitter or whatever, any of those social media. And we'll walk you through how you can get involved in those. But that's something we want to do in the future. And I'll probably still continue doing some of these QVAs if you guys are into it. So thanks for the questions. Have a great weekend.